Secretary Duncan, Keita Williams, Civil Rights Agenda, and also a very proud continuing student of the nation's, of actually North America's first degree granting historically black college and university, Lincoln University. I know you know it very well. You just spoke here at the National Action Network. You actually gave us an insight into your relationship with Reverend Al Sharpton. You mentioned no justice, no peace, and how your 5-year-old actually had a question about that, and how you would explain that. How did Reverend Sharpton sort of influence your family? You were explaining.
Well, see, he and I have known each other since when I ran the Chicago Public Schools. But we've brought my family out to Marshville a couple of times in D.C. and had my son and daughter out there with us, and it was a really, I think, an important time for them. And just to understand all of our collective obligation to make sure that we have fairness, that we have equity, and that we need to challenge the status quo when things aren't right. And just as we need to, lack of justice, we should challenge the status quo. Trayvon Martin murder, we need to challenge the status quo. I think just as important in my mind is education. We're talking about education being a civil rights issue of our generation. And when there are unequal opportunities, we do a great disservice to our children and to our nation, and we need to be equally
Absolutely. When since I am currently a full-time student college girl at Lincoln University, I know that there is a White House initiative for HBCUs, and I know that there's been some developments there. How does that correlate with the?
No, that's very, well, they're part of us, and they do an amazing job. So we have new leadership. George Cooper and Ivy Tulsa are two superstars who are leading these efforts. We want to do everything we can to make sure that HBCUs not just survive, but thrive. We talk about leading the world in college graduation rates. Again, we can't get there with HBCUs. If we want to continue to have a more diverse teacher workforce, roughly half of our black teachers across the country come from HBCUs. It's an extraordinarily important pipeline. So everything we can do to support HBCUs moving forward, we are absolutely committed to doing.
That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having the courage to go back to school.
Oh,
Big time.
Thank
Big
you.
Time. Thanks now.
Thank you.